Alright, so welcome back to the channel. We just got this cart in yesterday, on Sunday. Started life as a Murray Explorer. It's been modified. Wiring on it's a bit of a cluster-bugger, so I'm going to have to go through all that and straighten it out. I got a new battery to put in it. It is an electric start motor now. I've already sprayed down the bearings for the jack shaft with some PB Blaster, and I sprayed down the chain as well. I've ordered a new seat. We're going to put in a Jake's Racing seat. I got a set of Wanda tires coming for it. Hopefully they'll fit. If not, I'll have to order another set. Today what we're going to do, what we're going to do is we're going to get the cover off the engine. Make sure there's no rat nests or anything up inside. Make sure it hasn't gotten all seized up. Once we get the cover off, we're going to get it cleaned out, put the cover back on. Then we're going to check the carburetor, make sure it's not varnished up. If it is, I got myself some gum cutter here to clean it out with. This is available at most of your local hardware stores. At least it is up north. If not, some gum out carb cleaner. Pretty much any good heavy-duty carb cleaner will work great for any cart that's been sitting for a long time like this one has. We're going to get the carb cleaned out, check the gas tank, make sure it doesn't look like it's full of crud. And if the gas tank looks clear, we'll go ahead and we'll put a little fuel in it, drop the new battery in, see if this thing will turn over. So yeah, stay tuned. Alright, so we got the cover off, and sure enough, nice little nasty mess in there. Yeah, I know I should be using gloves, but I gotta wash my hands anyways. I doubt there's anything in this fuzz from years and years ago that is going to give me an issue today once I get a good dose of Dawn dish soap on my hands. Had to clean the air vanes out. We've already picked out the worst of it inside the engine compartment. Flywheel's definitely all sorts of rusted up. But it turns freely, so that's a plus. Now we just got to connect the new battery to it, and we'll see if it'll turn over. We're not going to try to actually start it because we had to pull the fuel tank off, and it's going to need all new fuel line before we put it back together, but we're going to see if it'll at least crank over for us. See if there's still life in this thing or not. So let's get this battery in, we'll go from there. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and hook up the new battery to the go-kart, see what we get, see if this thing will fire up for us or not. These are just some temporary screws. I had these laying around, so that's what I'm using for the time being. And before anybody leaves it in the comments, yes, I know this thing isn't going to actually start. There's no fuel. I just want to see if it'll kick over. That's why I'm only even going finger tight with it. I'm not trying to crank them down just yet. Because I still got to go through all this wiring and see what's what and where's where and see if it's repairable or salvageable. Alright, we're tight. Now, to hit the key, see what this thing does. You want to do the honors there, Barbarian? try flipping that toggle switch up. Now turn the key. Nope. Alright, kill the toggle switch. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so we got the new battery hooked in. And we can hear it clicking in the solenoid on occasion. It's not doing it consistently though. I found this wire here busted loose. I'm not even sure what that goes to at this moment. Somewhere up behind the starter here. So we're going to have to pull the starter. Probably run new wire from the starter back to the battery. I believe this is for my charging circuit. I'm going to have to open this up to see what the hell they got going on here. See if I can fix this nasty mess. I may have to break down and completely wire this whole go-kart from nose to tail again. But hey, you know, that's half the fun. You never know what you're going to get until you open it up. Once you open it up, well, then it's a little too late to complain. Right? Right. So, for tonight, it's getting to be dinner time, and we're losing daylight. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a wrap for now. Come back in the next video. We'll go ahead and we'll get the starter out. We'll try to clean up the flywheel, and we'll start tackling this wiring issue. In the meantime, stay safe, have fun, and we'll catch you later.